Hello folks, and welcome back to Whiskey Wars. And tonight we're going to be doing the only 6 bourbons you can keep. Yes, we're taking up the Matt Porter ADHD challenge. And why 6 instead of 5? Because I don't know how your arms work, but I can carry 6. So we're going with 6. Let's get into it. Okay folks, yes, we're doing 6 whiskeys instead of 5 because, well, we don't follow the rules. Why? Because I'm a cowboy. And if you remember correctly, cowboys used to shoot people in the chest for making fun of their hat. So we don't follow the rules well. Now, let's talk about this scenario where you would have to only pick 6 in this case, because that's how many you can carry, and it's an emergency. What emergency, you might ask? Maybe your house is on fire. Or maybe you're a jerk and you've been cheating on your wife and she suddenly found out and she just texted you and said, I'm gonna be home in 5 minutes and I'm gonna kill you. So you gotta grab your stuff and go. Or maybe you're getting evicted and somehow you didn't notice you haven't been paying your bills for like 8 months and now people are here to throw you out on your butt. Whatever the scenario is, you gotta grab and go. It's time to hustle, son. So you need to grab 6 bottles and get out of here. So 6 whiskeys. What are we doing first? Well, first, gotta go with this guy right here. The Bardstown Pfeiffer Pavitt XO. This is 10-year-old bourbon that's then thrown into Pfeiffer Pavitt barrels, aged another 48 months, 44 months. It's a long time. So altogether, we're talking 14-ish years of age here. It's phenomenal, but what makes it special to me is that this was a gift from my son. They came up to visit, we went to Bardstown, had a great day, did the tasting, which is awesome, highly recommend it. And this was their distillery only release. He bought it for me, it means a lot to me. So even though I know Matt said pick full bottles, this is not full, but this is kind of my celebration bottle, special bottle, love this bottle. So it's gotta go on the list for sure. All right, next up, we have one that's a little hard to find these days. This is last year's Larceny Barrel Proof B521. If you are a fan of the channel, then you know that this was my whiskey of the year. I really enjoy it. So many great notes in here that I enjoy. This is my backup bottle, so it will definitely be going with me when the crap hits the fan. I really enjoy it, and if you can still find one, I highly recommend buying it. Next, we got a bottle I just recently acquired, and that is the Rebel 10-year. Although this Rebel 10-year is actually a 12.5-year that me and the fellas, which is on screen now, that's right, we got Mark from Northwest Bourbon and his crew, plus Bourbon, and also Paul, Whiskey Food Dude, was with us that day as well. We had a heck of a time. We stopped by Lux Row, and this guy was just sitting on the shelf there. This is a pick from the master distiller, on top of it already being 12.5 years old and just generally a good bottle anyway, and also nearly full. I do really enjoy it, like really nice, rich, dark cherry notes. It's really good. If you can find it, go to Lux Row if you're anywhere near the area. Worth a buy for sure. All right, folks, before we move on to bottle number 4, I just want to mention that we do have a Patreon. So if you want to support the channel directly, go down in the description box and check that out. You can look at the different tiers and see all the things you can get, including samples from me. And also, you know, just more shenanigans and stuff like that. So that way we can have more than 6 whiskeys because you always need more whiskey. Now, bottle number 4. Next up, we are staying in Bardstown, but this time we're going with a straight bourbon whiskey, a classic for sure, one you gotta have at least one of on your shelf. This was my favorite from last year of the Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs. This is batch B521. I really love this bottle. This is my second one. In fact, it's about half gone, maybe a little more so. But I still would have to take this with me because I really love this batch. I haven't had one this year I enjoy more than this, at least I don't think so. So it has to go for sure. That's bottle number 4. Next, we are going with one of my favorite ryes. And I chose this one because I have not found another one. This is the New Riff 6-year-old malted rye. It is truly phenomenal. I love the notes in this. I've just about drank it all, but there's still a decent amount in there. This did really well in blinds for me, comparing other kind of medium-priced ryes. I really love it. It's kind of, I would say, equal to me as far as how much I like it to, say, a Barrel Seagrass, but I can still get barrel seagrass pretty readily. This one though, I've only seen one of ever, so this is the one that's got to come with me. So that is my rye pick for the 6 whiskeys. And now to our last and final whiskey. Let's see what it is. Last up, I got to do Still Austin Cask Strength. This was a gift from my sister and brother-in-law. They went down to Texas and picked this up for me. And on top of that, I just really love this bottle. It may only be just a little over 2 years old, but it is phenomenal for what it is. Yeah, I just love cask strength whiskeys. I don't know if you can tell. This one is 118 proof, great proof point, and I thoroughly enjoy it. And you know, it being a gift from family certainly helps. All right, folks, there are my 6. The ones I have to take with me when that emergency comes up and you have to flee for your life or whatever the case is. Those are the ones I'm taking with me. And you know, let me know about your 6. Let's see which 6 you would take. That's right, I'm upping it to 6 because screw rules. What 6 are you taking with you? And also, folks, if you like this, then please hit that like button. Here's other reviews from us right here, so check those out. Here's the subscribe button. And until next time, folks, just remember, you can never have too much good whiskey.